Hello guys, I hope you're well and welcome back to Sophia Live. So Kakamega Senator Boni Khalwale wants health CS Aden Duale resign. This is after it emerged that there has been mass lootings in the Ministry of Health through Social Health Authority, that is SHA. So through a post he made on his X platform, Aden Duale has been through several ministries, and this one, the latest one in the Ministry of Health, is proving that this kind of mass lootings is proving that this man is so powerful, that this man is so untouchable. So this is what Boni Khalwale has shared on his X platform. If a political debt is due to Hon Duale, whoever owes him should not expect Kenyans to repay him with their blood and lives through scandalous SHA. CS Duale must go. That is the first tweet he made about this whole issue. The second one is this. It cannot be that the lives of 57.5 million Kenyans is left to be at the mercy of these two men. And here he has shared the front page of the Standard newspaper. And remember, today's Standard newspaper is covering the SHA rip of the mass looting. So here there is a photo of Health CS Aden Duale and SHA chairperson Abdi Mohammed, who is also reported to have at least disbursed more than 100 million Kenyan shillings to Ladnan Hospital, which is being alleged to be owned by him. So the kind of looting we are witnessing here is just scandalous. It is just a tragedy, and this must be stopped. So Kenyans are reacting to this post by Boni Khalwale. Maybe I should just sample what Kenyans are saying in the comment section, just a few comments. So Samuel is saying that elections have consequences, and then Josh is saying, sasa ukitweet kama sisi, how do you expect changes? Nyinyi huwa man matusi, I cannot read this out. And then the Democrat is saying, when your boss places you in a position for personal reasons and interest as opposed to national interest, that is what happens, and it confirms that Kenya has a leadership vacuum. There is not a competent leader in the country that serves the people and the nation but self. More than enough reasons to send this government home and have a new leadership that can arrest and jail such criminals. Ochieng Taya is telling him that, do your job at the Senate. Are we not paying you? And then Rei says we are on our own. And then another one says, what are you going to do about it as a former lawmaker? And then Gathogo Bimwangi says, speak those truths in parliament, boys. Ndwaru is saying, if you run here with us instead of helping take action, what are we supposed to do? Go out there and make moves. Senator Abdikadir M says, Senator, you are a legislator, so please stop all these talks and do action. Kenyans need action, not words. Maybe the last three, Black is telling him walk the talk. MVI says, they told you Somalis are very corrupt. And then Dan Kipto says, but the president is sole responsibility to protect 57 million lives. The last one is from Ahmed Kadar says, Senator, you are too divisive on Twitter streets and less visible on substantive issues. Stop the stereotypes, stop the hate, stop anti-minority sentiment. So this is from Abdi Kadar, and it seems that he is defending Aden Duale because he is from, looks like he is from his ethnic line. So, and this is the kind of problems we are also witnessing, that when a person is mentioned in a scandal, you see his community defending him, and this is something that, sincerely speaking, we should end, because we have to protect our country, we have to protect our resources, and the leaders we have must ensure that these resources are well used. So the big discussion that has been going on since 2 days ago is about the SHA and the lootings and the millions that these cartels are taking in or are taking in their personal accounts. So far, it is just cries after cries. I think that this is a political mistake that we made in the 2022 polls, but I'm so hopeful that we are going to correct this in the 2027 elections, because failure for us to correct this mistake, then our country will not be moving forward. This is the truth, and we have now to start talking about the truth. Is this: we have now to say what matters to us and what we don't want to hear. That we are all blaming ourselves for the political decision we made in the past. We've been making some wrong political decision, not only in 2022. We've been making these wrong political decisions since 2013, because we've been having people coming out to ask for our vote, people whom for some of them look so genuine, but we've been going for scandalous people. We've been electing people whose history is full of scandals, left, right, and center. So I think for the first time as Kenyans, we have to agree that we are blaming ourselves for this, for all this that is happening in our country. The kind of corruption, the kind of lootings, the kind of systems failure, we should be blaming ourselves. Then the second thing we must do is now to take action. Now that we know that we really made a wrong political decision in 2022 elections, what next for us? What next for us as Kenyans? Because in 2 years' time, we are going for another election. Are we ready to change this? Are we ready to forget about the past and start anew fresh? Are we ready to give people who matters, people with clean characters, a chance to lead this country? Or are we going to go for these politicians who have really destroyed this country? So the decision is in our hands, and this is something that we must really be very careful moving forward. So far, we have people who are coming out to seek for different elective seats, and so far we have them and we know them. We know their past, we know their history. Are we going to say that their history doesn't matter? Or this time around, we are going to consider all factors and ensure that we are getting clean people, people who are going to take this country forward? So many people are coming out to call or calling for the resignation of Aden Duale, but from the look of things, I don't think this man is going to get out of that position. From the look of things, he is a man who is kind of powerful. I don't know the kind of agreement he has with the current regime, but from the look of things, Aden Duale is not just any other man. This man is so powerful, and looks like some of the decisions that is being made in this country, he call shots to some of these decisions. So it is a tragedy that is eating our country. Corruption, my God, we are moving down due to corruption, and all sectors now has been hit. The lootings, and these people are going from sector to sector, and looks like by the time we are getting to the next election, remember when Rigathi Gachagua was making that statement that we found empty coffers, that the government doesn't have money and something like this. I don't know if the next people to take over this country will find something in the national treasury. Will they find something really? Because the looting that is going on is just trouble. It is just another, I don't know how the exact word to describe this kind of stealing. Like, it is even beyond human imagination. So we're waiting to see what is going to happen in the Ministry of Health. But if it was in other country whereby law is respected, whereby constitution is respected, I think by now Aden Duale angekuwa SHA resign. But we're in a country where people are saying that better to die than to resign. Remember that, was it Kimunya? I'd rather die than to resign. So we are in a country whereby people prefer death than resigning, because to them they have a right to steal. To them, they feel like they have a right to steal. They are politicians and they have a right to steal. So let's wait and see what is going to happen next. But this is something that Kenyans must not remain silent in this. Someone somewhere must take responsibilities, and all the money that is that has been stolen must be taken back to the public coffers. So that is it from me for now. Thanks for watching, and this is Sophia Live.